Yeshim Pampe. Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia de Batu Jacha said, John Dramani Mahama, 24-hour economy proposal, no diabano. A lie. In fact, I can't no Nancy and I'm one sense a dino, but Nanka Unu or Ba. Ochino Kosha one corner. Na Kabi Tram crowd me could no dodgy. Sasa day I'll see Papa Nakem whom Yanka Bayasem, like as again, I was car no crana your papa dance and your papa dia. And when she no ut me can sembebre. Will be cry to me can say a year for Sally, a papa for Sally in the mother crotches for sale. Was it kind be a home for sale be a year for sale, a man for the wooka, a dinner for Sally, nanny papa the auntie, or banner shot, and never power cast, just a cast a good gun of finding now. You're there for Sally about Mubiano, and papa dear. When you know, I've been so to make a chance and person no yaho and yabonofono, person no yaho, open as one come, Chinama broker to tell, like I say, or no, or you'll be lie, I will be to no. And to me, a lie, I can't near your pa. Now, the my funny line is, me nimu dear, so Sabra near him say and Trodia, but would make us all game quack any lie. Not just a watchino, not Nako Shak on the beam with Guguna Sumwa. Or Peneswa, no, the Nako. But I could say was so dealing cast. Nagan a penny, a wedding day cast in so fine. Womoko honeymooner, or wow, it is a collar, but said, na, me can a time Benham in Sabacans, you or Chinanopa, no banner say, ah. Na kan nyawo de ose de bi no se ananya na so dealing cars no se an me horo cars enti we dealing cars ampa ti dealing cars no yes we horo cars and truly we dealing cars but I lie and we dey again no Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia say ni bi na John Dramani Mahama pese we dey Ghana for and say John Dramani Mahama was wo Ghana ye Ghana jo e dey amaba ifo na wo mo yire Anajo park so se nyempa ye ene ebo a na che se de bekasua ye gani nyina se nyempa ya na ya befu a wo mutuo ne moma na dwene ye bre bi nso anke betumi da ye adwuma pa kasa kese ne de wo mu yuso anadwo no papa obi so mo sa dan a wo mu sa anadwo fom enwunu enti ne car tie no empai 2 consumption eye low e wa anadwo no eni nti wona manadwo na ne engine no e overheat cars no lovely akese na ebiebie ne hwinimu no when say anadwo no atu ne kwan wenim say anadwo de car no e overheat wo ye ne to nche anadwo kwan no mu da ho ti wo kwa so wo kwa ni efi say ya ka no yada nto mu pa anadwo pa kopem say bre bi de mra ba ka say ma ka sakese ni ntu anadwo bo no nsia afi say na wo mo ho nkane ya no susa ti be hwa na anadwo no obi akopem mu but anadwo no uyusu a eya na eye pa me ka opani ba akwa fa ni Mr. Kire Brekum Estate ne niema wo nsi na wie o anadwo adura anwuma no wasi ata da ko na mbisa no osia sa bra na wia mmoso enti atade na ni empa kala no eche pa e ma che se echi ya menyi ye e na meti ase se asem no kan na enokre usi na wia be hyeso enti anadwo ho wonfaso se Ghana ye twahwa anadwo ni atumi adidwuma wo mu a anka beboa wei aya John Dramani Mahama nhyehyɛ ahodo a wose wode ba ne se enwuma a won bepene na anadwo won be ye adwuma awia won be san ye adwuma anopa kyese 24 hours won mo ye adwuma no enyama hode o mu yusu na anadwo no se utua bi 100 cedis a obemu atua 50 enu achi taxes ahodo kyese obetete ne ma ahodo so ama omanfo kon ado so be ye adwuma anadwo na eba ne saa adwuma bi wo ho na se fa nipa oha na ye adwuma se no wabasia hia nipa wo ha fi se eno so ya another 12-hour shift anadwo no na je sa manipa enya adwuma nye no wo mu anya adwuma aye nti we hu se awia na bebre no ada obeya adwuma anadwo na je se no anno sa asem ya okan ye na Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia say hwe a his line na sa tete kra ni o filling station bi wo ho mu ye adwuma anadwo hwe a his line we ya Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia say hwe his line is not telling the truth obobwa wase brebi atwa mu na filling stations no ne wo mu ye adwuma 24 hours confirm say akronfa sha say wo mu trashe wo mu so ene wo mu jaye ene nti ono se oba ma posifo na kese no so kra be create employment e dia ma ye be fa posifo bebre na wo mu nso anya adwuma ye no wo mu aye anadwo hafo a kese wo be na nsan pa me kai me shotu fu anadwo kwame kuma sake ho Ghana Post by post office nchen ho no nko na me ntimi konya fu o first kra nanka osu ɛhɔ nso ɛyi kyɛda abronsan ne nkyɛn hɔ filling station ɔno ɔmo nso yɛ adwuma anadwo na nsɛn wobɛduru hɔ bɛnsa bi wɔ hɔ na wɔn mu apɔn ti akorɔmfoɔ na ntie o but mo sɛ sɛ kɔ deɛ boys gu hɔ nti ntumi ma hɔ ma yɛ operation nti wɔn da so yɛ adwuma ɛyɛ sɛ polisifoɔ bɔ ban a ɛno nso bɛtumi aboa mɛkae nso paa sɛ ɛyɛ dɔme kwan so hɔ na ɛyɛ drugstore bi wɔ hɔ a na wɔn yɛ adwuma 24 hours na nsɛn wobɛduru hɔ na wɔn nso atum enti sɛ ne nyinaa yɛ adwuma a imagine sɛ anadwo yɛ mu aka wo na wonya baabi anto aduru ɛkɛ sɛ anadwo deɛ no ɛyɛ paa na mmom sɛ bambɔ no bɛtumi ayɛ adwuma sɛdeɛ wɔkan deɛ a na kyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ good news na deɛ wɔka yɛ na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sɛ kye a hɛ Kofi de wo ɔkeka sɛ wagye adi no no wogye adi ɛnyɛ nɔkoro wɔboa wɔyɛ lie wɔboa he is lie he cannot say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia style bi ɔde kasa wei ɛyɛ Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ɛna ɔsɛ John Dramani Mahama can lie. He can lie like this. He can, but also sha. Obamie no why na can lie. Oya na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na he can lie. Obetumi atwa to, but Dr. Bawumia chop bar ben na ye adwuma 24/7. And a restaurant now can as a chop bar. Chop bar pa de. But you him chop bar be adwuma 24/7 and twa to comment section because edu anwumre bi oya na boy snipe bi adi. De minim ye wache bi ɛwɔ ɛyɛ anyone yi so ya ne din na mewura fi ɛwɔ wɔ fly over na ɛwɔ deɛ ofiri ana wo ba abrante die the other side hɔ no oh hon din na mewura fi mo tɔn wakyɛ bi wɔ hɔ anadwo beduru na boys no oh yeah ɛne deɛ Dr. Bawumia yes that one is there ɛna fuel station baako na aka no so that one too is there but chop bad deɛ me hu bi ɛna anyinam ahoɔden no so me card na me use edum na sɛ otianye ya anopa no kora bedu ani emie ye nti ho nso no enye 24-hour true sa but the o can be nso ye true ti me so comment section ho mo famra no say Bawumia can lie he can lie we free Joanna ye boa ho and we nso say me kora I shock rock me ozi ya cho bad ye no we de ma me kwa ho no so amanyofo de eba ne say ya yenko na ye ne Malik Basintele wono enwe deputy communication officer Emma NDC Malik woti yanka nwumre ya yemwadwo eba Angel FM ene Angel TV sisubio so
Kofi me jozo bibi abokoria
nyame da so hia ye ho ye na manyofo ye na sei mum ye nhunu NDC di papa eba MPP babu atragu MPP di papa eba NDC babu atragu nti se papa kora no a ye nhunu ayese se ya manyosem na mu ye say no kura na mo kan but yentie we 24-hour Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say is a lie you people can lie enye no kure
you see baby aye dru no eni kwa say ma obi fa agro come ebe ka ya manyo sem ho baby aga na edru eni pa bre bibie ni ho ekoso yie e wo mai mu enti se mrantie ne mmaba wo sore tenase se omo so ka bu ma fa adwen senia ye nyina beboa amaga na fa no ntuma pefra no e ma ye tenase e mo bi mfa agrosem ana mere cheap campaign talks embe fra ya manyo sem ho menua President Mahama say bibia ye duri unemployment e kosoro mrantie nye adwuma nye Unkrofo titifie ye broni friend human resource and they open a doctor for 100 or more unemployed obenya open marketers 1,000 or more unemployed muno akojina baby se chop ba and akrantie ba and away ba masa 2024 nya president keke ne hi o ye po man boafo obi obeboa amaga na fa no to mapefra
Okasa 24-hour economy no wo ho dada the filling station be here you 24-hour the mobile money year de ba ye amanfo use sika transfer so 24-hour betumi aye enti bebre no a ho a 24-hour dada
Kofi ene mu se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nankasa no oye totally confused and the campaign no atonsum ono ankasa ni nchiremu no obewie no the 24-hour policy is a bad idea. One thing. The idea is a bad idea. A day and a be more businesses a year 24 hours. So the man is confused. What's it? A be more a year. Ube is not a bright idea, it's a bad idea. It is a bad idea. Omo 24 hours no. Eba ne se no muguso ye. And the
Angel
passport
FM.
office. Oko 3 a.m. Nkrofo sen line wo ho. Ade because the passport office no be 8 a.m. No mo hye adwuma ase. What is wrong if we employ people? Ebi mo start 8:5 no. Na ebi mo abeje 5, e dey akọ 12. Na ebi mo aje 12 as about the morning 8. We boni be ne wom. Kofi. Bibisa wo boni be ne wom.
No, but the understanding na yenya ye no ankwakire se aban nnwuma o. Understanding yenya ye no kire se ntino me antiase se aban nnwuma ka ho anase ye private sector no tutu.
The 24-hour economy is going to be run both in public and private sector.
Angel
Abai
FM.
total control of the public sector meboa. But Abai need total control over the private sector. And it is convince the private sector and a private businessman say on for the juma embeka 24-hour economy no more. There was a woman incentives. Some incentives need be tax breaks. Some incentives need be the reduction of electricity tariffs in the night. That is the time of use tariffs.
Angel
Some incentives
FM.
need be security. Buying boa what the momo. And then mimi ni mobile money joint. Now we use 24 hours. You be robbing about kuminu or jaye. Meboa.
No correct.
We know them. Many businesses have shut down because sa 24 hours no. Omuntimi nye all because of security shortfall. Na se President Mahama sa mobile money ni we boss me bon ho ban into 24 hours no sa sha se wo ye. Sa mobile money vendor no obetima employ be nipa 2 account. Ono be ya no pa no obi abeye wia no obi abeye anajo we eden koso be ba na enfa koso mba.
Angel
Into the
FM.
24-hour system is a shift system, 3 shifts. Obi kojo be ko anopa na kwesi abenyumre na adwoa asa be yedwuma akosi the next day anopa we na se obi epeso de boa man na wo a wonni hweka no wo a wonni policy bia ewo wutiri mu no wo bia be ka se a policy a bad idea we
Angel
the children
FM.
it is a non-starter meaning the 24-hour policy has worked in other countries and they will go Sydney omorane pepe.
No, other countries now it is because CCTV cameras ne almost system no fundamentals are woman lane you know difficult. Ya capture will be anim kra the footage na come police kra it's difficult to track the person.
So that is why President Mahama akase he will enhance security. Oh nyanse wo. President Mahama akase ni say 24-hour economy no. Omo be ye adwuma na adwo no. Security shortfall be beba. Filling stations be closed down there all because yet are robbing omo anameboa.
And they are not prepared.
If you enhance security in this country or enhances our security now, there are some businesses that will naturally start 24-hour system. Now say Kofi, Moamu Media House Angelo, we a 24-hour system.
Yeah.
Because anajo ebi mu wo adwuma omo checking machines no say bibia rane. E to da me da anajo na metie cool so ha. Enim say obi ti console lechi.
Yeah.
That is a 24-hour system. So how different is this? And we, Dr. Bawumia, for 7 years as Vice President, Head of Economic Management, no, be sorry, Adwin we ma obia accept it. And there are many who can say, Trade Union Council for almost policy netum. Almost said this is a game changer. Professor Rounds, for example, what's your policy netum? IEA boss, Dr. John Kwache, what's your policy netum? Joe Jackson, Ungrofono Doso, Ukukudamo for for 66 years in this country, will be anti-mingene, policy. So clearly, you will see, say, the Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, on how are you woman, so what's your say? Obey 24-hour policy and a game changer. One, the 24-hour policy will create jobs in this country. Mabunu benye jumaya na and there, say nipa 1 million crown a year juma. As a result of 3 shifts, nipa 3 million. Benye jumaya. That's 2 million no. And your maba one mabunu no mefa.
Yo, that's it.
It is a clear. My point is here. It is a clear game changer policy. Now NDC, this is one of your first mega policies I launch in the coming days. No, yɛbɛ unfold bebree na obia hu sɛ there's a difference between a cheap promise talker and obi a ɔdwene man no a yɛfrɛ no a nation builder John Dramani Mahama.
Yada CP, we pray. In fact, policy, personally, it's not a bad policy.
Yes.
We only pray because we've heard.
But we don't say a bad policy.
No, it's not a bad policy.
Now, Mahmoud Bawumia say a bad policy.
And an opinion. But me personally, there be men can say, probably a beer. Osama your phone beba. Must talking and sa mubedra na kwaya asem foforo. These are some of the concerns I have.
Now, Obi Okaso Besi Terminal 3 OC, Obi Okaso Besi KJT Market OC, Okaso Besi Kotokrab OC, Okaso Besi
Malik Basintelli, a communications officer, deputy communications officer, Emma NDC, Amanyukuno. Yabasia Twaso na Yako communication team, Ewo Amanyuko NPP, Emu, Erikoche, na Yeneno Eddie and Komo, sir. Is it to say it is a bad policy or it is not feasible? Me personally, so because this policy is a bad policy, make us any panomessing who. But if you say it is not feasible, ebia entumi nya adwuma na uma reasons intia entumi nya adwuma, I might listen to your reasons and say, they work no. Until let me find out. Is it to say it is a bad policy and now say it is not a possible policy? Yenua Bema Erikoche any enkomo. Erikoche anka yamwajo eba Angel FM Angel TV so nyumre.
Yeah, Bawumia Kofi na wako die.
Nyame edaso ehia yen pa.
Nyame ase.
Jo. Boyema yentiasie policy NDC proposed through John Dramani Mahama 24-hour economy. Is it a good policy or a bad policy? First question.
Yes, Kofi Emedas, Mefa Quina, Menchia, with chief on the Wakefuna. Yes, Kofi, 24 will be one more with you for some Pacodo. Zenka, Kasia, Amanonia, and Sia Shomosiomono. The most of these in a country singing and they are all operating under 24-hour economy. And Abua Ama. Omon economy no oma sustaining employment is also air cost. So she's a amount for air cross this deadly Mediterranean Sea Spain, Italy, no money it's all as a result of job. It is because a 24-hour economy, not just a year in the bonny one.
Okay, so you see it as a good policy.
Yes, of course, yeah, and not great.
Audio this audio, the last part of it, was it a slip from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia?
I hear John Mahama has a new idea that he wants a 24-hour economy. I say, I don't know where he got the idea from, but it is not a bright idea. The 24-hour economy cannot be legislated by government. Today, there are many businesses that are already open for 24 hours. Hospitals are open for 24 hours. You can buy electricity 24 hours. Banks, because of digitalization, you can transfer money for 24 hours. You can receive money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars that are open for 24 hours. The police is working for 24 hours. Security services are working for 24 hours. So what is this 24-hour economy that you want to bring? It is purely an issue for any business. If you feel you will make money opening 24 hours, there is no law preventing you from opening. But this is one idea that John Mahama thinks he has brought. It is a bad idea. It is
final part, the final part, and in fact, the beginning, opening statements now. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia concludes it is a bad idea. Was it a slip?
Yes, Kofi Emedasipi. I will not say ne kasa or kasa, it's a bad. It was a communication, right? From you see, explaining most of the services now go through the country now. We are more or less operating under 24-hour economy. So state
share the health sector.
Debbie, if we are already operating, then it is not a bad idea.
No, for communication, for me, me say in the me say I was say it's not a new thing you're operating in Ghana or the ever. So maybe former President John Mahama should come out with another policy. That is what in communication I also do understand to that effect.
But it is not it is not a bad idea.
Yes, holistically, it's not a bad idea. So maybe the former Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, as he explained earlier on, that there are so many institutions which are operating under 24 hours economy, right? So he was, for my understanding, could see that he was coming in a perspective that he should rather come in with a new policy that will eradicate poverty or bring in jobs. Just like as John Dramani Mahama said, when he comes, he will come with or the Webeba and Kokobeba or the Kokobema individuals. It's a new policy that he's also bringing about, right? So for 24 hours economy, we are more or less existing on that. But Kofi, let me use this opportunity.
No, Ghana, we are not operating a 24-hour economy. Individuals, Omayo Omagwen said they will run that, but it is not a government policy to give special protection, provide special transportation, provide a NEMA to make 24-hour operation. They say, this is Ghana. Probably ABA, this is Accra. Accra never sleeps. The whole Africa, it never sleeps. It's New York City. The New York City of Africa, Accra. Accra never sleeps because we run 24 hours. That is not operating.
Yes, Kofi, okay. Yes, Kofi, say, you can say 24-hour economy. In fact, Australia started it way back in 1991. But in 2020, Australia was accepted to operate under 24-hour economy. Kofi, 24-hour economy because there are so many basic things that you need to provide.
Is it possible?
Kofi, for now in Ghana, if this government here was continues to roll out said why for auxiliary security and they also to the next 10 years with the government here also one district one factory or by the next 10 years possible.
So yes, 10 years and sana I think possible.
Oh yes, Kofi, because of say a buying policy or they go by one district, one factory. Consistently said within the 8 years, 6 years, no more to me. Your factories be briba, Jumano. Said you city and Kofi to take Ghana 10 years before Anzania operating. The same thing applies to the security services. Then you talk about your tourism sector. Ghana, your tourism sector, send the city. And 24-hour economy, the idea team work entertainment. So entertainment, send it to city. And it is a bind between me and as your tourism sector, a mukina for a certain period, a bit near running a month, a bit near within all this a year. It also take Ghana a number of years. And Sando meeting a day, 18 year operating. Kenya started in 2007, but because of resources and Nyoma Akanya Medin Mabubobo, ya Omunino, started them poor every 2 months. Say Kenya continue to yes Nyoma by 2030, they can also start operating under 24-hour economy. What can we be about our transportation sector?
Yeah,
Kofi, it's a fact. Because you have here transportation sector.
As a transportation sector, one of my nabasa, to see I lolo basis, now no me call mo station ho. Basis no transport terminal, Lanka says Umulodu ho. Akaya you find ho. Since, and yajuma. And a basis Nanka Sasokrano, you devoted lanes and the amount one and Kebema bus rapid transport, traffic in Chiwomono. Say, you abandoning now. So it is. Yeah, and I do a manufacturing area.
Yeah. Eti Kofi enwana was here I can do nyoma bi a was say would go akwemu ansa no who say we dey meeting abana ne. Na ade a me yi me de misakusuma meeting here dey aye. Eti ye papa former president John Mahama kanumuni you know. A good policy, but something is not achievable. And all can be you must make sure that the American is realistic, it's measurable, and also achievable.
Okay.
But
so I think it will be better say you be bisano say onfa better particulars emra. How does he want to achieve that? But if we rubbish it, then we don't want to go forward as a nation. Policy, no. It's a good idea. Let us ask. Oh, wait, also be ya. Sika send out shy be here. Police for now can quantify the number of police force be here. Anyway, transportation. Then we are really interrogating. But the normal political now. No man, your former yeah, thank you of a third force. Because NDC will always bullshit MPP for the NPP will always bullshit NDC. Just a moment will be about the young to go.
There be Kofi unse adena no wabu ni na yi unse maybe kasem kan bibi se obi anu otiri fo asempa kodo na mu made na wo de ba no na what gina so say medimina bibi so say within a space or certain period I'll be able to achieve it. But Ghana in terms of our industrial sector, share our entertainment, share our health, share our security, say the CTR. Now over also bound for 4 years mechanisms very and now the good within that space, you know. Ubitimi at the ISI no and a medical canon as a former listed worker. Me what he say me share the narrative for the Ghana economy situation and in your mayor say a binding continue with the one district one structure. For me, it will take like 10 years and so now in the industrial sector no yet me ruling itself out to be or to run this 24-hour economy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Eric Ocheba for Erin Komono, a government communication team member. Why didn't you, in fact, comment section, my who say, papa, bet me at the what dear Abba Becaho. If I move to other issues, no, was say, I don't understand the MPP people. They say 24-hour economy is not a new idea. But free SHS was there before, but now you people said you introduced free SHS. Okay, any free, TE is it just sent? Okay. Nana Samuel say, but now we are going to vote JDM. Pastor Albert Hagan was Kofi. What the former president is saying is a fine idea, but the implementation is what we are looking at. Okay. King Abel was it JDM is lying. What happened to one-time premium? Okay. Nana Samuel said, no, Ken, then we are going to vote for JDM 2024. And Dennis Ampao say, Bawumia, Cobra, and Wadro Cobra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cobras. And what they will go, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia home. Dinah Darko was a master. Did you listen to him very well? JDM said he will make sure the security system is working. That 24-hour economy, no better me, Juma. And they are working. And Alex Nelson say, good evening, Kofi, NDC can do it. Was it you go explain Taya G-boy message? I don't know. But the band say, I'm on your phone, no, but to her, no more to her. Now, see a call woman economy, no emu. Why a lawyer was saying economist, Gideon Emisa. You're out and can you, Maria, Yamwajo, Eba, Angel FM, Angel TV. So,
super.
24-hour economy, Ghana, are we ready?
Question is demanding yes or no. But I think say Obama me brand much na maka whether it is essential and when he has say being 24-hour economy economically that one I will say yes.
Angel FM.
Economy be a developed and economy and now because of a developed economy, you know, mostly 24-hour economy. Economy, you know, and you can see almost every time the activities going on. And he said, me question from that angle say, who here say benya 24-hour economy. Make I say yes. And again, there's discussion. It be a fina about public domain, but a discussion say those in the economic arena. And now, it's something that we've been talking about way back. I think even before this political or economic administration was in place. So it is something that I can't say in terms of 24-hour economy. As to the issue of whether or not we are ready as a people, from the people's perspective, I think Ghana for go for I said the pejuma boy home or the you took you can see a lot of us work even without sleeping all the time, and I do not know for that. We still have people working informally. We share your economy now. You can see this to some extent. You're running 24-hour economy. You find as I said, this driver need be air driving from Accra. I could do base a burger. Be out the journey and now the visa and if you hold by now, so the name of the aircon. You could see that Okwa could be there. Maybe he will stop and another person will come and take over and you drive through. And I will share your mini or micro levels. Now, there are some key markets in the Accra. Above 12 midnight now, you can see people still working. Typical example here, Medina Circle, and so you can see that we have some sports economy that informally they work. But generally, Ghana for so I acquire Kofi as in 435. Dana and the no, she said, so office cry, Yabo for Nani if you see a parky and near my, I just say a pond. And in your pond, so if it's a brand, could see a dear Betchiano pano. Most of us would even take about 2, 3, 4 hours in traffic. What point you my best at 4, but what could if you now Bob 8, 9? And this happening in no productivity is going on. Being in the trafficking, so that economy, and then most people from 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, either we sit by the TV watching TV, telenovelas and other things. So at that time, most people are also not productive. Generally, economy doesn't really see the 24-hour economy psychologically.
Your mindset,
do something. So although I talked about informal sector, I think I don't know the discussion that have gone on so far because I wasn't really following. But there are issues where I think I've heard the vice president see that the 24-hour economy is already in place. To some extent, you can agree with him, especially in the hospitals, they run shifts. So you can go to hospital, and some people are on night shifts. Some ECG and others, you can also see them that at that point, there are some people who are always working. But generally, economy, as I stated, after 4 or 5 o'clock, we all think that work must cease. And then we must begin to go home. And sometimes even on Fridays, we know that Friday about 2 organizers, Libya and the Avedia Carina, the Cotrabi Benaches, they are doing where the class was near Coyes, the Wabosha Bibia was near Boncomo. So virtually the economy has come to a close. But the hospitality sectors, some of them too be working because some restaurants you go and then you can be there till like 12 midnight. And then some clubs also work. They can work all through to like 4 a.m. So indirectly, the 24-hour economy is there, but generally, our mindset, I'm not so sure, say we are in a 24-hour economy. But as to whether we are ready, to some extent, I think that if that idea is pushed to Ghanaians, to some extent, we may be ready for it, where it is not only the government sector, but corporate sectors like banks, and you say about 4 now bank and to know upon. Although ATM cards are already, or ATM machines are already in place, but you can always get there and then you can get yourself sorted. In the health sector, you can talk about hospital as I'm a kind, but we share drugstores and pharmacies now. So there are some community at that point say we too yes or pharmacy, you don't get any place to get to buy something like that. And I be walk out here, but sometimes you are sure. Pay the and out to become very difficult to get. So those are the petty things that we have. But generally, I think that if we push that idea, I would say that Ghanaians to some extent are ready for that.
Yeah, that's a pan you and education. Yeah, what they are my.
You mean that's
or your economist or sign a lawyer, Gideon Emisa, and Yeneno Kokodi and Komono. I was for your good sources to be and Yede Ebro, na Sunday edition, na Yedin Komo, Bibri, your far issues na, a share that a trend day week in one. Yedi a home and Komo, na to me abwa na where to me I informed, and it be and Yede Ebro. Do me v say, one of the 24-hour economy. A bit to me as a son, Nema Bebre is a game changer. Nana some will say, oh, Germany. Now, Omoya 24 hours. Now, we no can any na. Dennis Ampao Amwaben was say, Kofi, greetings. My in-law, Hawa Yakubu. Okay, what's it? Was it in Ghana, the sense people are little than. So, what can happen is not. Okay. Quite toffee message. I don't know. What's it called? Greetings. Keep the fire burning. Elizabeth Gazy message. Or they Abba. I don't know.